It's Random Tuesday Thoughts. We are randomly in the car again, although I've got a bunch of videos recorded that I need to edit and put up because I had some time and then I just did a bunch of videos. So lots of cool videos coming, some of them I'm really proud of, and some good reviews. I have a bunch of reviews to do, and I did a bunch of reviews still. So lots of good stuff coming, lots of good reviews particularly. So working on that, got one cool discussion as well, sort of a kind of wind down from East Coast Masters, from having done it 2 years in a row and having a pretty large contest, and some thoughts that I have going into it, particularly on the cash money side, and you know, how players need to be, basically how contests need to make some money and pay people money to like come and do work. You know what I mean? Like it needs to be a working relationship. But we'll get into that. That's a long discussion for you guys. Hopefully I'll have it up later this week. Didn't put up a video yesterday. I clearly have them filmed. I just was sort of, I got kind of busy, and then like I wanted to watch wrestling, and that was sort of it. That was all. It was kind of a big weekend. Had a lot to do. Damien's actually got soccer practice starting today, so I'll be one of them soccer dads, I guess, starting now. And my wife, I guess, is a soccer mom now, although I'm clearly riding in the soccer vehicle, soccer mom vehicle, the grocery getter, it's a minivan. It's just a Ford Escape, but it's, I don't know, I don't like it. I'm going back to cars as soon as this lease is up. Back to cars. Anyway, Random Tuesday Thoughts. One thing I wanted to talk about, I haven't talked about it in a while, and it came up again. Scammers. So there is a scammer. He goes by Med. He's in Tunisia. I don't know how to say it, but that's where he is. And I guess it came up. He had given somebody like a note to post to say, "Hey guys, please forgive me, not for my sake, but for yourselves," and blah blah blah. And that's just BS. So scammers in the yo-yo community particularly, there's only really been a few sort of like bad ones, or guys, people that have gotten like some pretty in-depth scams. And it happens in the yo-yo community because all of the yo-yo companies, who are basically one-man operations, are just such nice guys and provide such great customer service for their product because they put their heart and soul into it. So of course, if you have a problem with one of their pieces, they're of course going to be, "Oh, let me fix it, let me replace it, let me pay you back," whatever. And luckily, I mean, I've actually never had a problem. You would be surprised. I've got lots and lots of yo-yos. I've actually never had a problem with a yo-yo that I didn't cause myself personally. Like, I've never had to return a yo-yo, and maybe my standards aren't that high, or maybe, I don't know, I've just never had to return a yo-yo. And I'm pretty proud of that. And I've also never really gotten anything that's just like showed up broken. Now I've stripped a few yo-yos, but that's not like, the yo-yos never showed up stripped. But you know, so the fact that somebody would prey on people who are my friends, and you know, just take their good-natured, high level of customer service for granted just to like scam them out of some toys, that's BS. And nothing makes me more upset than somebody who is scamming yo-yo companies and the yo-yo community in general. So that came up again on the YoYoBST today, and man, scammers, what a bunch of pieces of crap. Personally, I don't think that they should ever be let back in. Whether they apologize, whether they're like, "Oh, I'll be good again, I promise, I'll be good." I feel like once you've scammed, particularly like, you know, if it's one time, I don't know of anybody that's ever happened to just one time though. If it's one time, maybe it's just a mistake or whatever, and that's different. But you know, if it's a scam of like large proportions, and you've scammed multiple people multiple times, man, don't let those people back. Like, I am a thumbs down to letting frequent scammers back into the community for any reason whatsoever. Now, clearly we can't like keep them out of going to contests or buying yo-yos or anything like that, but don't let them on the BST groups. ban their forum accounts, stuff like that. Like, don't let that stuff happen. Like, you know, figure out who they are on Instagram and, like, shout them out. Make sure you warn people. But that came up again, and it's really one of those things that it's like, it's really sad because, like, yo-yos are starting to get, like, there was like a pause because Chinese New Year happened, so there weren't a whole lot of yo-yos being made for a little while. But now everybody's starting to get their back order of, like, the yo-yos that they had designed and, like, you know, getting on that run. There's usually a big run of yo-yos up to and through the summer before it falls off a little bit again. But they're kind of like new yo-yos that come out. They're signatures and competition models, etc., for U.S. nationals and lots of other national yo-yo contests. And then the World Yo-Yo Contest, which happens in August. So there's a big release schedule of yo-yos, and we're kind of just getting into that now, which is why I've got so many yo-yos to review and so many reviews coming up. And that sort of runs through the end of August. So usually scammers sort of pop up now because there's a lot of new product coming out, and a lot of good new product because it's stuff that's sort of set aside for, you know, competitors, etc., etc. Other things to talk about today. The Metalhead. It's coming. It's coming. The order has been run. We have a sort of mock-up prototype that's really good. The second prototype is more or less the final version that was tweaked, and I haven't played it, but Jeremy played it. He said it's basically just a refined version of the original prototype, which really did need a little bit of refinement. So that's really what we were shooting for. So that I should have soon, but more or less the full run is coming. It's coming. It's coming. So full run of yo-yos probably within the next month, and you're going to start hearing a lot more about the Metalhead, and there's going to be a lot more of me hyping it up around it, and you'll see other people hyping it and playing with it as well. But just so you guys know, the Metalhead Yo-Yo is a collaboration between me, Brews, and Rain City Skills. It's going to be awesome. Very excited about it. Pick colors, got the design, it's got the logos, it's going to be great, and you guys are really going to dig it. It's really going to be a cool yo-yo that I think everybody's really going to like. It's going to be pretty different from everything Rain City's ever done. It's pretty different from everything I've got and everything I've ever thrown, but it's got kind of a lot of aspects of a lot of yo-yos that I really like, and then a little bit just more. It's just more. So it's very cool, and I'm very excited to get the final version of it, and very excited for the final version to come out. So be on the lookout for that. I'll share more updates and pictures and stuff as they become available. But the Metalhead is coming. You guys are going to want one because it's going to be amazing. Other than that, though, you know, not a whole lot going on. Just it's finally sunny. I can't believe it's sunny in Pittsburgh. It's like, it is. The sky is so clear. It is never this sunny in Pittsburgh. So this is like one of those days. I think it's like 45 or 50 out, though, so it's a little bit chilly, but at the same time, it's just a really nice day. So going to try to make the best of it, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Leave me a comment down below. Where do you like to throw outside? Do you like to throw outside? Sometimes I throw outside. I'm gonna try to start shooting video to throw outside. I have to shoot a video with the honey badger. They drop here early next month, and I have to shoot a trick, honey badger. Actually, I have to finish the review too. The review is gonna drop closer to the date of the yo-yo drop, and that's a yo-yo that's, whew. I don't know if I'm gonna like that one more this year or the yo-yo that I actually designed, and that's very high praise for the honey badger because I didn't have any hand in designing that. So I might like a yo-yo that I had no hand in making happen more than a yo-yo that I pretty much came up with, well, that I asked Joey to come up with and help me with, and yeah, it's good. It's really good. I really like it. But it's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.